Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
It's not a shock that housing prices have skyrocketed in the valley. The market is very competitive and the cost will continue to grow, according to one realtor. Good evening and thank you for joining us. We told you just a week ago about property values increasing by nearly $50,000 to $100,000 for some homeowners. Now some are asking whether or not this will cause home prices to soar even more. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spoke with a realtor about the challenge home buyers are facing right now.
With a strong economy like we have here, it only causes homes to appreciate more. They're going to watch home values go up.
This South Fargo home was built last year. It sold 1 month ago and currently is assessed at $541,000. The property value increased by $63,000 from 1 year ago. So will the rising property assessment values cause homes like this one to be sold for more than what they are valued?
What we're seeing with assessed values now, especially with sellers, is that old adage of, well, my home will sell for 20 to 30% above market value is kind of a thing of the past.
Headland says they use market analysis to make sure the homes are selling for the correct price in the area. Realtors say sold signs like this one go up quickly and that there is some home buyer frustration in the market.
A home that they maybe looked at 2 years ago could be $20,000 to $30,000 higher this year. So those can be frustrating, which is why you don't always want to drag your feet when you find a home that you love.
Headland says there are more options out there for second and third time home buyers than first time buyers.
They do come on the market, but they go off the market almost as quickly as they hit the market.
He says he has seen homes under $250,000 go off the market in less than 6 hours with at least 5 offers. Headland says there is a demand for homes of that price range or lower, but will we see new construction in that range?
I think with the cost of construction and land and the quality that you need to abide by with local and state codes, it's getting harder and harder to build a home that is more affordable to a first-time home buyer.
In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
The meeting for the Fargo City Board of Equalization will be tomorrow at Fargo City Hall. It starts at 7:30 in the morning. Homeowners who feel their property values are unfair can appear and speak to the City Commission and the city assessor. We now know the name of the man hit by a train in downtown Fargo. 48-year-old Gerald Brown was hit around 2 in the morning on Sunday near the tracks by Robert Street and 6th Avenue North. Police say the initial investigation led them to believe Brown was sitting on or next to the tracks when he was hit. They're still looking into the incident. Another cool day and the wind is still with us. Let's find out what we should expect tonight from Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch?
Andrea, we scraped and we clawed to get to 40 degrees today, and it's been tough with that northwest wind continuing to be quite gusty. So if you thought today's weather was blowing, indeed it is. It continues into the evening. We're seeing gusts to around 30 miles per hour, but it's dying off a bit out to the west, and the sky is clearing nicely as clouds are exiting off to the east. So improving weather conditions are expected, but this evening will be chilly. The one nice thing is winds should drop under 10 miles per hour. A lot of 20s out there by bedtime tonight, but the lack of wind will feel quite pleasant. And the warm temperatures I'll tell you all about in a moment will have you feeling even more excited for spring.
Good. Nice to hear that. Thank you, Hutch.
Yeah.
The Grand Forks Police Department released a surveillance picture related to a gas station robbery. And just hours later, the suspect was arrested after a tip was called in. Samuel Cardos was arrested this afternoon. The Grand Forks County State's Attorney's Office is reviewing the robbery charge against him. Police say Cardos is suspected of walking into the M&H on Sunday. He claimed to have a weapon and demanded money from employees. Grand Forks police are trying to identify this man. He's a person of interest in a March burglary that happened at Cass Clay Creamery. That's along Gateway Drive. Police are asking for your help. If you have any information, they'd like you to call this number, 787-8004. A Valley City man is facing charges for being a felon in possession of a firearm. Police arrested Glenn Leeds Saturday for driving with a revoked license. While officers were picking up his wallet and cell phone, they noticed 2 rifles inside the apartment. after he was booked into the jail. A criminal records check revealed Leeds was a convicted felon and not allowed to possess a gun. Police later found 8 firearms while searching the home. As the weather gets warmer, those pesky mosquitoes will be out too, and that has some concern about the Zika virus. While we've been hearing about this disease for months in places outside the U.S., the White House now says we are at more risk than originally thought. Experts say not only is the range of the mosquito broader than originally thought, but the birth defects and neurological disorders are more stark than once believed. The White House wants $589 million for Zika prevention, including vaccines. There are several Zika-related bills that have been introduced in both houses, but none address the money the White House is requesting. Coming up on Valley News Live, 10 at 10, we'll take a look at how the Zika virus will impact our community and what's being done to stop it. We've known the Fargo area to be a major resettlement hub for refugees, but you might not expect to hear about this next refugee that's found a home here. Valley News Team's immigration and relocation reporter, Bradford Eric, brings us the story of Sully, a golden retriever rescued from Turkey.
Meet Sully. He's furry, walks on 4 legs, and loves to cuddle.
Sully's journey started in a forested area outside of Istanbul.
Lindemann says looking at him, you would never guess he's been in the U.S. for just about a month.
There was a picture of him on the side of the road, and he had a piece of paper in his mouth, and he was just chilling, watching the world go by, and something touched me about that photo.
She says she had been looking locally, but when she saw Sully, she knew. Sully was brought to the U.S. as part of Ragom, Retrieve a Golden of Minnesota. It's where volunteers will travel to Turkey and find stray golden retrievers to rescue. Sully came with his own passport, stamped with his vaccination records.
What therapy animals do is they make people feel comfortable and loved.
Sully is more than just a family pet, too. He's going to be a therapy animal. See, his big brother, Buddy, currently works at local hospitals and at Fargo South.
And that's what I think really touched my heart with him, because he, though it's not the same, came over here for a better life too.
The kids Christy and Buddy currently work with are mostly refugee children. The hope is for Buddy to retire and Sully to step right in where his paws left off. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Ragom's website says it costs almost $22,000 to cover each dog's travel and medical costs. And there is another golden rescued from Turkey currently in foster care here in the Fargo area, too. We have put a link for information on our website. Just visit valleynewslive.com and click on this story. It's a big day for the downtown Fargo Y and the people who enjoy the pool there. The Y is celebrating its new aquatic center with a ribbon cutting. The $6 million center is made up of 3 pools. There are now 6 lanes for swimming laps in one pool, and the lanes are expanded to 7 feet wide. There's a zero-depth pool for babies and little kids and a warm water pool. The Y's Aquatics director says this new center has a little something for pretty much everyone.
It's really just we want to have a fun place. We obviously have the climbing wall, which older kids are loving right now. They love climbing up and dropping into the pool. Our zero-depth pool has a bunch of fun features in it, fountains, water slides, everything like that. It's really just a great place to come and play.
Y members will be able to start using the pool Friday, and it will be available to the public a week from Saturday, the 23rd. You may not be ready to put away your winter coats, but now is a good time to do other spring cleaning around your home. Organizing experts say start with a room the entire family uses, like the kitchen. For easier access, use bins in the pantry to organize food that might be used together in various recipes. Also, now is a good time to clean out expired food or items sitting on the shelf that you don't think will get used.
Especially your non-perishable items, if they have not expired, simply bag them up and drop them off at a food pantry, or often the grocery stores have bins right when you walk in the door to donate the items right there. So don't just throw those away. Be mindful and make sure that they're put to a good use.
One place people forget to clean is under the sink. Miss Simplicity says to keep the cleaning supplies you use the most in the front.